A lot of individual attention. It's just people going around talking to people. A lot of karaoke, pouring the drinks, talking a bit. They're still going. That's pretty incredible. This is not, other than perhaps the themes and the outfits, this is not really an incredibly sexy thing. You know, when I go with my coworkers, my fellow elementary school teachers, we go to snack bars because it's a cheap way to drink. It's all you can drink for an hour and a half for about 30 bucks. And they've got karaoke, and you don't have to deal with, you know, it's a small, intimate atmosphere. And true to the name, there's also snacks. You know, they'll put dried squid and peanuts and things. I just think this is great. I mean, I'm sorry you guys are missing this. And then there's a hostess bar. These are probably the ones often featured on anime programs when someone's doing something naughty. A hostess bar, you go to a club, and basically it's one-on-one. Every guy who goes is paired up with a hostess, usually wearing a ball gown type attire. It's like a prom every day. And they'll talk to you, and they'll tell you how interesting things are. Let's pretend you're a patron and I'm one of the hostess workers. Let's just sit here, and just tell me about your day. What'd you do today? That's so interesting. And so on and so on. Now, it's all a tease, though. It's all a tease. No matter. It's like, what's that song? There's no sex in the champagne room, you know? A hostess will give you all the possible attention you could ask for. It's kind of sad, really, because it's really what they hope that their wives would give them, you know? Most people going there aren't trying to get lucky. They just want to talk. They want to tell about their day, and their wife maybe doesn't care. You know, she's had a day with the kids. You know, he's busy, but they get physical contact, touch, talking, conversation. These are expensive, though, because you pay, first of all, just like a snack bar to go in, but also, she's going to want to drink. She's like, could you please buy me some champagne? And you're like, oh yeah, you could drink too, maybe if I get her drunk, you know, or something. But she'll order the champagne, pour the champagne, drink the champagne, or pretend to drink the champagne, and that champagne was $30. You know, of course, it wasn't $30 champagne, but that's what you're going to see when you get the bill. On the sign on the outside of the store, it says $30, all you can drink. All you can drink. But every drink the girls get costs money. So that's the escalating scale of creepy bars in Japan. Okay? Yes? Yes? Yep. McDonald's. I don't know. The things that I've seen that have been called American food are weird. There's a shop in my town called Pizza California. Anybody from California here? Anybody from California? Okay. In California, do they put squid, corn, and mayonnaise on your pizza? No! You're not Pizza California. You're pizza fucking nobody knows. And they come to America finally, and they go, "Where's my corn?" You know, so, you know. But yeah. Crazy, crazy. Okay, yeah.
Those cart bar stands, is that actual, or is that just
cart bar stands?
Yeah, those things where they'd have seen like 2 or 3 people and one person grills up meals or something.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, in Fukuoka, middle of the night. I mean, the streets are mostly deserted, and all of a sudden there's all these little carts, and they've got like little screens around them, so you can eat. They're called yatai stands, and they're really famous around where I'm from. And yeah, there are these little bars that can accommodate maybe 2 or 3 people, and they serve like ramen or yakitori, or like, you know, and you just go there and you drink just in the middle of the street. You know, it's, oh yeah, that's another thing I should mention. There's no such thing as an open container law in Japan. You can buy a beer in a vending machine, you can crack it open, you can walk down the street drinking it. No one's gonna stop you. If a cop runs into you, just offer him a sip, you'll be fine. Yeah. Now that's a totally different story. Japan has a not a drop rule. If you have even a sip of alcohol, blood alcohol level of 0.0001, they're gonna throw the book at you. You do it once, you're heavily fined. You do it twice, you're not driving for years. You do it 3 times, you're in jail. Thus, there's almost no drunk driving fatalities in Japan. It is incredibly rare. Telling someone after you've been at a bar, if you tell someone I'm going to drive home, you might as well just go, I was thinking of going home and killing my family. Because they're going to look at you the same way. But public transportation is fantastic up until about 2 in the morning. You can get almost anywhere. After that, there's abundant taxis waiting outside every bar. And people will take those. They'll get in a group and they'll pay for a taxi together and they'll go home. No one drives to a bar unless they've decided they're going to be a designated driver. Yeah, drunk driving fatalities, if there's one anywhere in Japan, it will make the newspaper all over Japan. Which is like totally opposite of here, where it's like 35 people died today, but it was just drunk driving fatalities, so nothing interesting there, you know. Yeah.
What's your opinion on like do you think America should start implementing some of those policies, or what have you thought about? Is it because our public transportation system isn't as good that would it not work?
I don't know. Like in America, where we put bars in the middle of nowhere. Why do we do that? You know, but in Japan, they're right. If you want to look for a bar, you find a train station. And they're going to be all around there. Because people drink and they want to go home. There's no bars in the middle of nowhere. It never happens. But for America to implement something like that, we'd have to drastically change so much. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like nanny states at all. I believe in public opinion, but you can't ignore the results. You know, you just can't ignore the results. Yes?
Do you know about Daiko?
What?
Daiko?
No, what's that?
Well, if you have a car and you've been drinking, you can take something called a Daiko, which is like a taxi, but...
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, there will be, tell me if I'm doing this right, but you can call and someone will pick your car up and drive you and the car to wherever you need, and there's a car waiting for them to take them back. So like, if you do find that, oh my gosh, I accidentally drank 35 beers, you know, and I gotta get home, you call one of these services and your car goes back too. Because some of the reason people drink and drive is because I gotta get the car home. I can't come back tomorrow for, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, sorry, I just didn't know what it was called. Yes?
Where are all the trash cans?
There are none. It's weird. Where are all the trash cans? It's weird. For a city that's so clean, I mean, you go to almost any city and it's really clean, and you're like, why is it so clean? There's no trash cans anywhere. And there aren't. There really, really aren't. Maybe in like public bathrooms, something like that. There's recycling bins everywhere though. By any vending machine, there's recycling bins for cans and bottles.